If I didn't try now, if not now, then when? I think I said that like a dozen times already. The one thing that scared me the most was possibly never ever getting to this book and never publishing my own projects ever again. So it felt like it was an urgency to get this thing out there and to get it out there the way that I wanted to and the way that I see it in my head. So that's kind of the reason why I decided like right now was the time, and I couldn't really wait any longer. Here's this, it's nothing fancy. It's just one of these, you know, Epson printers. The most important thing for scanners and printers is that it actually scans 11 by 17 at least, but lucky for me, this is like 12 by 18, I think. You scan on the software on the computer, and then you got yourself a digital copy of what you have on paper. You don't want people to just be reading this main plot line, especially with this type of environment when you're picking cyberpunk and you're picking such an interesting world that you're world building. You kind of want their interactions to be, you know, yes, it's story, but also fun and interesting. Hey guys, let me know if you could hear me okay. Hey magical posters. Awesome, awesome. Well, I will scroll up and say hi to you guys. I was trying to find Bobby Ross or Sia Ross and couldn't find the footage just now, but I miss Sia Ross as well. Happy Saturday, Doodly Dawn. So, what is up, Electric Emphasis? I don't know if I'm here. Does that mean Ross is also here? Hello, Bine, JD, Richard, Dave Thomas, Arthur, Jeremiah, Xavier, Magical Posters, Miss Mark, Cleaver, and JFB, and awesome, Richard. How have you guys been since Halloween? Seemed like yesterday, right? So much chocolate. Did you guys eat all the Halloween candy? Did you search for any? Doing great. Just finished a long walk with my dog, so we're very cozy right now. Oh, it sounds amazing. Yeah, it's been cold here off and on, so and the huge window behind me, as you can see, it just, even if I close it, you can still feel like the cold air coming through. So, and I mean closing the blinds and stuff. So we don't celebrate Halloween in Pakistan. Ah, gotcha. See if I missed anything. So I think with this chat, it's sometimes it filters out. I don't know how it does it. Maybe I should go live chat. See if it, okay, maybe that works on my end so that I could see your guys' messages. Sometimes the chat would like cut out some of the messages, so I'm like, I'll get bits and pieces of what you guys are saying. So let's see here. Hey Bandit Rose. So Ghost Rider, what type of desk setup do I have? So this is actually basically a rising computer desk. So it goes up and down, and it's automatic, and it's called the uplift desk. And usually I just, because I don't have a huge space, and so I don't have my drafting table anymore, and I just use this full time for my digital work. And then I use like a laptop riser if I want to raise up my artwork so it's slanted or something. But right now, for the sake of this live stream, usually I just let me move my microphone. Let's see here. I just what was I saying? Yeah, oh sorry. For the sake of drawing so that you guys can see overhead, I basically just lay it flat instead of tilted when I'm drawing. And then I have my Wacom tablet to the right hand side and I have a Mac Mini computer to the left, and then like just one monitor in front, and then my camera is there's one camera pointing at the artwork and then one pointing at me. So yeah, it's pretty simple. I've been doing it like this for at least 5 years just because of space, and I had a drafting table, but then it's just like there was just so much clutter, and I keep like accumulating art supplies, and so it's like this is probably the best way to go. So while you guys are typing, I'm gonna warm up a little bit. Oh, I forgot my napkin. And today I'm using the Sumi ink, which is the Kiritake Smooth Flowing Ink 60. Oh, thank you so much, Bonzo. Oh, nice. That's awesome, Richard. I didn't get to go to any Halloween parties this year, but I mean, I really wanted to. But the Kickstarter is moving on along, and it's a lot of work. Plus, I've been doing a lot of, I'm sure you guys have seen, I've been doing a lot of podcasts and getting to meet new people and new YouTubers and stuff. So it was really cool. And, I felt like I've been out of it for a while, even though I've been drawing. I haven't like done any kind of promoting or basically any shows. So you really don't get to talk to people in person. So it's a rare occasion, and I feel really happy to do that. Oh, you prepped 2 more pages for a mini comic. Awesome. Well, hopefully while I'm drawing, you could also draw along as well. I have this tendency to go back to my Bob Ross voice. Let's see here. Hello, I got, is it Giat? No worries. Thank you for asking, Ghostwriter. It's a good question, actually. Do comic book companies host Halloween party? They probably do. Some of them probably do. Been awesome seeing you pop up all over the place. JD, there's plenty more where that came from. I think I have to confirm, but I'm gonna be the episode that we filmed was the Ink Pulp podcast with Matteo Scalera, Sean, and Eric Canetti is gonna launch, I think, air on Monday. I'm not quite sure. I think it is though. If you have their Patreon already, it is already live, I think. I have so much fun with those guys. I couldn't stop laughing. They're just so silly, and it's really fun, to have that friendship with other artists and creators who actually know what it feels like to go through the whole Kickstarter and creating your own properties and trying to get it funded. That process is it's nice to have people that kind of understand what I'm going through, because it is nerve-wracking to to do it yourself and then kind of like fish out of the water, not sure how to go about doing it. So oh, thank you so much, Robert. Yeah, you guys are awesome. I've been talking everybody's ear off about the whole thing, the whole launch, and doing it live with you guys and our little inside jokes. Ghostwriter, yes, I do love Obata's work. He's very inspiring. I love how he draws his hair and how he draws his eyes. So he was actually one of the ones that inspired me when I was first doing Lola to color with Copic markers, because I had an art book of his and it had some of his Copic work, and it's amazing. Oh, yours, perfect timing, Christian. You're early enough. Yep, I just started. Robbie Digital, that's so sweet of you. And you know, I'm kind of aware that maybe someone has already seen one or two of them, so I try to change it up a little bit. You know, my origin story, I try to make it a little bit more interesting and thoughtful, because I realize that everybody knows about the Jim Lee X-Men #1 comic book that I got from my dad got me, so. And I filmed another one with the Aussie verse guys yesterday. That was hilarious as well. And so shout out to them. How can you learn this right here? Let me see. Is this clear enough for you guys? Okay, perfect. Okay. Like there's a lot of drawing and painting and inking cringy pieces of art and not showing to anybody for a bit until you're kind of confident. But to be honest with you, even if something doesn't look good, I show it to you guys anyways, because I have like hope and faith that the more practice I have, the better it's gonna get, and you guys are gonna see it in real time. So I think that was what was always like enticing about posting your work online on like Instagram and Facebook and and YouTube, is people get to see your growth as an artist if you're consistently working on improving. So I'm inking Garrus first, because it's good warm up for me right now, because he's a black cat, so he's kind of easy to just kind of go in there and ink. Let's see, practice, lots of practice. Yes. Can I teach you shadow mapping? I guess I could. I guess since she's in the city, you know, and it's there's a lot of neon lights and stuff. You'll know if there's like, the best way to go about it is you figure out where their darkest darks are first, and knowing that she's sitting on this motorcycle, then the assumption is the shadow is going to be underneath the motorcycle. And the bounce light, or the main light, is going to be coming from, I'm thinking going to be coming from the left, and so that it's more interesting, and then maybe some top down light so that we light her face a certain way. So I guess that's a basic way to go about it for this piece right here. So yeah, main light here, and then secondary light maybe above her head, and then you can have a backlighting, rim lighting from behind her so that she pops out more. So it's trying to figure out where the light sources are, and then you go in there and figure out where the darkest darks are and lightest lights, just based off of where the light sources are. And it's not always perfect for me. I tend to, I guess, subconsciously do it, so I don't really overthink it too much, even though I probably should. Yes, Ghostwriter Obata's Copic marker work is amazing. That's what inspired me to start using markers. So. Hey, what's up, Michael Richardson? Nice to see you guys again. I'm assuming that everybody's like, I wonder if all of a sudden we're gonna get Bobby Ross today, and you might still be able to. Oh, awesome, Cleaver Art. Yeah, like it's gonna be packed with stuff, just because, you know, kind of like when we do the live stream, I get to ask questions here or answer questions here and there, but I feel like it's just bits and pieces of information. So I feel like if I made the making of more comprehensive, not only will you get my approach out of it, but I also want to emphasize how important, just how you are going to go through it mentally. Not just with comic books, but with Kickstarter, or just trying to get yourself out there. And there's really no guarantees to any kind of success, and regardless of how long I've been doing this for, it never feels like anything was just going to be easy or handed to me. So I was obviously very nervous before the Kickstarter, and then there's a lot that goes into it. It's not just about having a fan base and talent, or skill, I should say. But there's just a lot of things you have to deal with logistically. So I'm going to talk about that with the behind the scenes. And you guys get to see all my really old art as well. So, and you'll also see yourselves on this documentary because you guys were a huge part of it. So, P. Cruz, any tips for artists that want to tackle comic books but not very confident in their writing? So you mean like writing and drawing? I think it's good to get like a simple book on screenwriting. I think it's the best approach, because I know they have one for comic books, but honestly, I think screenwriting breaks down how to approach story a certain way, and once you understand that, you could put together just a short story, maybe a little concept, and then maybe start doing 5 pages first, or just one issue. Just keep it really short and sweet so that it's easy to manage and not overwhelming, and you feel like you've accomplished a lot just by doing that much and learning from just something that simple. So that's how I learned. A lot of my friends, they took up screenwriting and read, Save the Cat and a few other books just to kind of get their feet wet. And story was a really good one. That's very dense, but it has a lot of really good philosophical approaches to screenwriting and character development and story and stuff like that. Hello, Mr. Oda. Thank you for joining us. Nice. Michael Richardson, you're also drawing. I love it. I was going through my prints and art binders yesterday and came across some of your sketch rough pages I got from Tatiana. I have the page with some Saint head sketches from 2021. Oh, sweetness! That's awesome. Do you have a scanner by any chance, JD? Because we might want to put that in the sketchbook as well. Oh yeah, I forgot to mention to you guys. So since we unlocked the stretch goal last week, at the 25K mark, I'm adding 4 pages of stories to the book that we have right now. So there's gonna be 4 extra pages of story. And to be honest with you, I could use as many pages as possible. But I didn't realize what I kind of did. I forgot what the page count was, where when you add a page or two, you got to add like 4 pages or 8 pages, because depending on the printer. And so I was like, dang it, well, we're going to have to do it a certain way and have a certain number of pages. So I'm adding 4 pages of story to the book right now. So we get 4 more pages. Maybe we get more coffee/arcade/flower shop/bar from the comic book and just add a couple of pages in. P. Cruz. Did I miss? Oh, okay. Yeah, no problem, P. Cruz. Hello, Devastator Omega. Oh, perfect. Thank you, JD. Please send them to me. Yeah, 300 DPIs at least would be nice, but if you had 400 DPIs, that would be awesome for that scan. I love this brush. It's a Sumi brush, but it's very fine. The tip is so sharp. I haven't tried inking a motorcycle with it yet, but I guess we might try. Oh yeah, you know what? Let me show you guys this. So the drawing that you see in the thumbnail is actually on flimsy 11x17 paper, and I did it this way because it's such a close, it's like, it's a wide shot, but it's kind of close up of her motorcycle, and I didn't want to mess it up on this paper because this paper is super thick, and when you erase, sometimes it leaves, like residue from the erase marks, and so I think it's a different texture too, actually. This is Eon board. It's a really thick one. I don't remember what it is. It's like a really thick Eon board. And so I light boxed this sketch here so that I could ink it on this paper right here, the thicker paper. Yeah, JD, your collection is going to come in handy for sure. I'm probably going to have to ask you for a few more pieces too. Hello, Harlan the Goat. Magical Posters, yes, I have. I have watched it many times a long time ago, and it has been a while for me. And I used to draw Super Saiyan Goku a lot in high school and stuff like that. And Gotenks and Trunks. Okay, I think I'm pretty warmed up. I'm probably not going to ink Garrus's face yet because he is a black cat, and if I mess it up, like the color of his fur, it looks kind of funny, like he's got face paint on or something. Okay, so I'm going to go and let's get to Aya. That way, you know, we knock out something like one of the main parts of this piece. And I looked into getting the Discord server. I was going to have someone help me with it, but I feel like with my experience, I could probably do it myself. But I think I just wanted to get kind of through this Kickstarter first, and then we will go ahead and launch the, what is it called? The Discord. And someone mentioned different colors for different people, and then for the Kickstarter backers, they will get their own color. So I will actually add that feature so that everybody knows who you guys are. Good night, Magical Posters. Have a good evening. Yeah, faces will last for me, yeah. Yep. But today I might do it sooner than later just so that we could... This feels like something is happening instead of me just beating around the bush with all this other stuff. And so I'm going to be brave today. In fact, you know what? Let me outline her jacket, and then we'll go straight to her face. And then after the face, we'll go to the hair so that we get a huge chunk of this done instead of me noodling around with everything else and just procrastinating. Hey Kenny, greetings from Belgium. I met you in Amsterdam 2 years ago. Oh, that's so sweet. Yes, John is actually going to be back in Amsterdam tomorrow. He's flying out tomorrow, so he'll be there. So I sent my my regards through him, and he's going to be there for a while. So it was a lot of fun. Hanks is like one of my favorite memories. And I'm hoping to go back sooner than later. So as soon as this book is done, I'm going to start planning some trips, and you guys will never stop seeing me. That's for sure. I'm going to try to be all over the place. So World at War Comics channel the other day. Yeah, that was so much fun, Richard, Michael. I have a couple more coming out. One came out yesterday, and then the Ink Pulp podcast episode will be out on Monday, I think. And that one is funny because we filmed it before the Kickstarter. I think it was a few days before the Kickstarter. And so we were trying to predict the future, and the guys are so funny. The stuff they said, just I couldn't stop laughing. And I told them, since we're talking about the future, I'm going to dress up as Bob Ross for Halloween. And this is before I even found the full-on costume. So we predicted the future, but there's one prediction they made that I don't think is going to happen, but it was funny. So if you guys tune in on Monday, you'll see the Ink Pulp podcast episode. And I saw their Joe Madureira one, Joe Mad. That one was amazing because he was always one of my favorite artists. And a lot of people always ask me who my influences are, and sometimes I forget like the other people who are huge influences on my style and my artwork, like Joe Mad. Yes, I would love to visit the UK. I want to go to Scotland and Ireland, and I want to see all those places. So, have not been that way yet. I don't know if any of you are going to Orlando for the convention in February, but the original art convention, so I will be there with my art rep. Hello, Paulo. Greetings from Portugal. Awesome. Artist input, right? A huge welcome. Devastator Omega. Yeah, if he made a comeback in comics and had the time to do it, I would be the first in line to get Battle Chasers again. And you know, he was talking about how he had a hard time letting go of Battle Chasers and having someone else draw it. I know the feeling, but yeah, it must be tough for him. But at least they got the game, so he got that out of his system. Okay, let's not procrastinate any longer. This one requires a change of not a brush. I think I'm going to use a pen, just because I do not want to mess her face up, and so the thinner the pen, the better. I'm going to sneeze. Five. Not great. Not 5. Huh. Interesting. Here we go. So this is a 005. So very, very fine tip, because I want to make sure her face kind of remains the same. That's the trick with inking faces, especially, is it could look kind of funny if the tip isn't the right size. Like, it might make something look bigger than it should be, or smaller. So, and I always do it this way for the most part. I actually liked the face on this one, but I think I'll be okay. I mean, this is okay. It happens sometimes. I think in hindsight, if I knew that this was gonna turn out okay, I probably would have skipped the copy paper route and just inked right away. I mean, sorry, penciled on this paper. Oh, nice, Michael. Sweet. I cannot wait. I want to go to Disney World and Universal Studios. So this is going to be part of one of the unlocks for the Kickstarter and for their free unlock. I have one thing planned. I guess I could tell you guys because you're here. Remember we were talking about making a map of Neo Wonderland or Shangri-La? I'm thinking about making a map. So it's a ton of effort to make a map in the middle of like building this whole thing. So I'm trying to figure out how I'm going to go about that, or if I just say map unlocked and then just design it later or something without the graphic. So we'll see. Oh, I know, Doodly Don. I'm just gonna take from Red Dead Redemption's map and then add a bunch of stuff. It's just like city in the middle and then copy Tokyo or something. Sounds like it's a game or an app ready, waiting to happen with this kind of a world building. I don't know if I ever told you guys this, but John and I actually started to build our own. It was kind of like it's like an RPG-ish type game for the iPhone, and it was it was kind of like those older games where you go and you collect bounty, and then you try to survive, and then you lose points, and it's just like this map game with graphics to represent everything. But obviously that never took off, and we started doing other things. But it was fun. What Devastator question for CEO or chat, has anyone used portable thermal printers and are they any good? I have not used those yet. Wait, never mind. You mean like the ones that print like labels for shipping and stuff? Grab it and let me know where. I haven't used one, but no worries. I thought maybe someone knows. What is one thing you dread drawing? Inking. Some artists love drawing buildings while others absolutely hate it. Yours? I don't love or hate buildings. I mean, I kind of enjoy it when I do it right. I think it's the combination of knowing that, yeah, you could do it, but then if it's like a double page spread, I dread it because I know it's going to take a long time. So I think double page spreads, even if I love them, it's just a lot of work. So that's the one thing that I guess it's a little tough to kind of wrap your head around because it's so much work, especially with deadlines. I think for my own book, I probably won't feel as rushed, but with deadlines and the double page spreads, those are like really, really hard to do. Yeah, but they are also in A4. Fine, I guess I haven't used that size yet. Hello, glitter and duct tape. What is up? Who's the cat with the wings, Michael? So this is basically Garrus, and the cat with the wings is actually an AI friend of Pocky. So they're always together, and he basically kind of helps him out because he's like, so that's his. So Pocky is Aya's sidekick, and then Garrus is Pocky's sidekick, and he could open doors and stuff because he's like an electric currency basically. Electric current, and he could do certain things and stuff like that. So that's why Garrus is the cat with the wings. And he was a real cat. He passed away many years ago, I think 7 years ago, maybe, at least 7 years ago. And I don't know if I want to say this, but Hockey passed away a few months ago. So he was 8 years old, I think, and so he's no longer with us. And I'm gonna ask my brother, but maybe in the Pocky sketchbook or a little special Pocky thing, I could include a real photo of Pocky so you guys could see how cute he was. He was the cutest cat, and Garrus was the sweetest cat. So yeah, they're my brother's cats, but they're basically our family cat. Thank you so much, Mark. Appreciate it. I'm trying to sell marketplace currently. No one. It's for their under sketches and she loves hers. Oh, cool. No one of other artists that uses thermal printers for their under sketches. That's awesome. I didn't know that. That's cool. Oh, what was I doing? I was gonna skip. Pisces Rising Press. I mean, that's the goal, I guess, is to grow this as big as I can, because it'd be nice to be out there and be part of the overall market of comic books, like a good share of it. So I think that's why I needed to do this now, and I needed to do it this way because I really want to go out there and have my own publishing company. I was like, it's always been a dream. I'm sure a lot of artists at some point would love to get to that point, like Michael Turner basically did, and not the size of Image, but definitely like an artist-run publishing company. I think that'd be great. So I would love to expand it and get Lola out there some more, and then I want to do Dragon's Glacier, and I want to do this one. So I think that if I just keep this momentum up, I should be able to do that. What is up, TM? Aspen fam. Oh, speaking of Aspen fam, where is Vince? You guys? Does thermal underwear work? You know what, Michael White? If you go backpacking, hiking, skiing, and all that stuff, thermal underwear, I think, but not the one that you're talking about. It's like necessity. Oh, Robbie Digital. Okay, so the last time someone inked my work was it was a while ago. I think I've recently had more colorists on my art than I have inkers. I don't dislike it, but I was on another podcast and I mentioned that it's not that I don't like people inking my stuff, but my lines that you see, they're a little rough, so an inker is gonna have a hard time trying to make my lines look interesting, or nice, I guess. But if I had time to tighten my lines, I wouldn't mind just seeing somebody else ink my stuff. It'd be kind of cool to see. It all depends on the inker, really, Robbie. So did we reach the goal? I think we did. We definitely did. But honestly, if we did a little bit more, my honest goal is to let you guys know here, because you guys get special access, is I would like to do the perfect bound version of the book. So we have the staple version and then the perfect bound version, but it's going to take a little bit more to fund that part of the binding. So yes, Robbie, yes, it was Nerds Uncensored. P. Cruz, Scott Williams, oh heck yeah, Scott would be great. Jonathan Glapion would be great too. I think those are amazing inkers, and Sandra Hope. Those are my 3 faves. I don't know if I'm forgetting anybody, but those are my 3 favorite inkers / artists. Oh, don't worry about it, Robbie. I mean, I've done so many podcasts. It's hard to remember which ones I said what with, and I still have a few more to go. If you go the route of a lone brand, fewer titles more frequently will keep usual casual fans around longer. I agree with you, Dave. It's true. If you go lone brand, fewer titles more frequently will keep. Yeah, I agree with you. I don't want to go too overboard because then it's like, it's hard to keep up. Because when you add one book, you're adding a ton of different things to a whole mix, and it gets really complicated, and it does pull away from you focusing on books that people would probably rather read. Where was I at? Oh, hey, how was the Bob Ross costume? Hey, TM, yeah, how was the Bob Ross costume? I don't know, you guys. You want to tell TM how that went? You could actually watch the episode, last week's Halloween episode. I was basically Bob Ross 90% of the time, and I couldn't have been happier. I actually watched it back, you guys, because when I was filming it last week, I didn't want to look at myself in the camera and stuff because I wouldn't stop laughing. So I watched it, and it felt like watching someone else. It was so crazy. It's like, whoa. And I couldn't stop laughing at some of the parts. I was like, dude, I was such a dweeb. Many happy trees went great. Many happy trees. Many happy thoughts. I don't know, you guys. Let's go back to penciling. Oh yeah. Or sorry, inking. Oh yeah. I might time myself today and see if I could get into Bob Ross. In less than 2 minutes or something. If I decide to do that, but maybe I want to subvert expectations, and maybe I should transform into Bob next week. Maybe I could do it in, at the end of this live stream, maybe in the middle of it. I don't know. We'll see. Happy little trees, happy little thoughts. Okay, let's go to the hair now. Let's do this first. Okie dokie, my favorite part. Oh, thank you, Cleaver. I love drawing gloves. Gloves and hair and fur. PBS approaches you and says, "We want you to be our next Bob Ross. You taking the job?" I would love to take the job part-time. Yes, I would love to be Bob Ross. I mean, to be honest, I always wanted to be like Bob Ross. So that's why I did it, and I was like, I get to be Bob Ross for one day. So John came up with an idea. I don't know what you guys think of it. It's an inside joke again. He's like, well, should I tell you or should I just surprise you guys? But then I don't want people who didn't know the whole Bob Ross thing to freak out if they see it. He wanted me to get a picture of myself printed and sign it, autograph it, you know, Bob Ross or Sia Ross, and just send it off to all the Kickstarter people. It's like, here, thank you for supporting me. Bob Ross is the boss. Yeah, he was the OG. So autograph photo of Sia Ross, you guys, for Kickstarter, holding up the palette and smiling. You're with it. You know what? If you guys want Bobby Ross's photo, just let me know when we do the survey for the end of the Kickstarter, and then let me know, and then I'll get a picture of Bobby Ross printed, and then you guys could have an autographed photo of Bobby Ross. Oh man, Wolf 10 Media. Yeah, lashes are hard, especially when it's that tiny. You gotta go in with a fine tip pen just to do it. And it takes a lot of practice, and I mess up all the time because I think I get nervous when I do eyelashes, and so I always feel like I could do it better. Ooh, the hair is so much fun. This paper is awesome. Add B for the autograph. Sweet. Oh, thank you so much, Judith. Oh, Robbie Digital. I mean, I could survive for 5 minutes with Bobby's hair. It was because I had it on for like over an hour, and I didn't do it right. The beard was the hard part. So I might be getting, well, I'm not saying I will be getting, I'm trying to get a new artist guest onto my live stream or some kind of episode sooner than later, and hopefully it goes through. I don't know how much or how active we are in trying to get another artist right now, but it'd be kind of fun to have someone else on the stream so I could, you guys could draw with me and the other person. I'm going to take my time here because I know if I rush through this part, it's going to look funky. Need to move stuff out of the way. Oh, thank you, TM. Yeah, these makes me want to talk like Bob Ross again. Yeah, see how smooth this is? It goes on so smoothly. Dope. Oh well. Yes, Kenneth would be awesome. That guy is prolific. He draws every day. He's got these cute little sketchbooks that he draws in sometimes, and it's amazing. He's so creative. Love Kenneth's work. Top 5 for me. Did I ever show you guys the Lola cover he did for Kenneth Rocafort did for me? Wolf Media. Yeah, I know. Sometimes I'm stubborn and I don't want to use pens because I want to use my brush. I feel like when I use pens, I'm taking the easy route, but I realize that it shouldn't matter for the most part. Plus, I like how it looks anyway, so brushes. Let's see. Okay, I'm gonna go grab Kenneth's Lola cover. Let's see here. Here you guys go. You want to see some beauty? Let's see here. I don't want to have any ink on it. Paranoid. Okay, so here is the cover that Kenneth did for, a second, Lola. This is the original piece right here. Isn't that beautiful? I was so happy, you have no idea. And somebody else owned this piece, and then they heard, I guess on my YouTube channel, that I wanted this piece, or I was wondering about this piece, and then the fan that knew I wanted this told Kenneth to send this to me. So I mean, I'm so grateful for both of them. This is my favorite piece of all time. So it's so gorgeous. Yeah, I have a Kenneth Rocafort piece. I'm so happy. Yeah, I joke that I only want to draw, become a professional artist so I could get like artwork from my favorite artists. No, my camera keeps dying. Yeah, Kenneth is out of this world. I mean, so many great artists, you guys. It's easy. It's really hard for me to get like no motivation or inspiration because I know so many great artists and they inspire me constantly. So there's never a time where I'm like uninspired to draw. It's almost like I don't have enough time to draw, and I wish I did. Or, well, now I'm gonna have more time thanks to you guys. So I'm excited to see my next phase of hopefully improving as an artist. And being consistent is important to me. You know, for a while there, I was like, is this what I do for a living? Am I really a comic book artist, even though I draw comics? And it wasn't until I started doing this thing with Wonderland that I was like, yes, I still love this. I still want to do this for a living, you know, because after a while you have to reassess what you're doing every day and why you're doing it. And I was like, maybe the flower shop is a thing. You know, maybe I could go do that. But I think I'm going to stick with comic books and maybe have a flower shop / arcade / coffee shop bar on the side. So, and if you guys see the Ink Pulp podcast episode, we talk a lot about, you know, business and then reinvesting your money from comics into something else, you know, so. Okay, I'm gonna do the other parts of her bangs first before I go back and finish off the ends, because this is gonna get a little complicated with the strands going out in front. The comics flower shop. That sounds cool. I'll do it all. Does Barry Manilow know Lola? I don't know. Oh, I see what you're saying. When was the last time you talked to Marianne Dackney? Angelo, probably maybe almost a year ago. Yeah, I sent her a gift. Baby, what is it? Baby. I sent her a gift for her daughter. So yeah, that was about a year ago maybe. Nice to have you on the chat. I appreciate it. How are you doing, Angela? Not everybody has great hair. Loving yours. Thank you, Peter. Professional and personal relationship. Just in the comic flower shop. How are you? Oh, hello, Trevor. Thank you for joining me, even though you're tired. Oh, good night. I guess, is it nighttime for you? Or good day to you, Wolf 10 Omega? Or sorry, Wolf 10 Media. You have a good day. I hear that, man. Okay, let's not mess up the bangs. I'm procrastinating again because if it looks funny, it looks funny. So. I love this brush so much. I wish I could use this brush for everything, but it doesn't work out so well. Oh, that's so cool, Angelo. You actually paint. That's sweet. Hot pot sounds amazing. I gotta get hot pot. Dang it, I miss hot pot. Devastator Omega, it gets dark here about, yeah, maybe 5:30 or so. Or 6 o'clock. Yeah, it gets dark pretty fast. Not as fast as it's gonna be though pretty soon here. I think the hardest part is waking up and it's dark outside. That, I can't get used to that. I'm being super careful with her hair right now, so it's not, sorry, it's not moving as fast as maybe I would like. Aww. That's so cool, Angelo. I didn't know that. I'm gonna have to see some of your art. Is Angelo, is your art on your Facebook page? Or Instagram? Take my time. Well, at least we got a face this time, right? Remember there was a couple times where I barely got to the face on some of my pieces, and I think the hardest time to draw was actually on Halloween. As you can imagine. I disrupted myself multiple times. I think I need to move the ink up here. I hope I don't mess up completely because it's I have a hard time rotating this piece, so I'm moving everything this way. Oh, Angela, you're so funny. Yeah, I can imagine that. I understand that for sure. Sometimes it's just better to do it for yourself too, you know? Like some of the paintings I do, you guys probably haven't seen them yet because they're flowers and all that. Some wildlife drawings that I did. You know, at some point I would like to publish another sketchbook with just those type of sketches. That's not comic book related, but maybe it's a drawing from life or just practicing. Yeah, Bobby was having way too much fun, JD. We're gonna have to make a best of Bobby moments. The best of Bobby moments. Rick Garcia, I appreciate that I'm inspiring you. It's so addicting to draw on paper when you're not in a rush. If I had it my way, you see how slow I'm inking right now? This is how slow I would ink. But when I'm doing deadlines, I'm just going, you know, like going through it so fast. Don't have time to enjoy it really. But I'm gonna take my time today because I'm having fun. Okay, don't do that, don't do that. Mine, I was horrible at it at first. I couldn't draw and talk at the same time, and I'm getting pretty good at it now. You know, we're 16, 17 streams in, and now I talk to myself all the time. Just joking. well, maybe I'm not joking. When I write, when I'm writing a scene or drawing, I will make faces, and I'm probably making faces and talking while I do that without realizing it. Who knows? Yeah, I do talk to myself. Yes, Jim Lee's inking is so much fun. I love it because he makes like these really fast like speed lines with his pen, and it's the ASMR on that is amazing. I don't have anything to ASMR here yet. When I do the background though, or the motorcycle, it's gonna be like. Let's try it really quick. Let's go Jim Lee fast. Ooh, I like how that sounds. I'll give you guys a quick little tip or something that I do. Actually, you've probably seen me doing this already. So my favorite thing for doing straight lines without using a ruler when I'm inking is actually a chisel edge. So this is a medium chisel edge, and it's really good for doing straight edges. So like this. Straight edge tech with a brush. Oh, you mean like with a ruler, and then you use a brush to go over it? Is that what you mean? Because I've seen some videos of people doing that, and I tried, but I'm like, you know what? I'm not patient, and I'm very quick. So, hello, YM. So, Silvio, nice to meet you. Ms. Mark, does it boost my following on YouTube? I don't know. I can't tell. Because I was on Instagram so much, and then if I don't do live streaming, I wonder. I don't know, because I haven't made an episode in a few months, right, you guys? It's so much work to make episodes, and I want to get back to doing a few of those, but definitely the live streaming makes me more productive, and I have you guys all the time, so it's like it's more concentrated, I guess, and productive. So I don't know. It's probably still the same, I guess. Number wise, I think it's a pretty consistent movement, I guess, with the growth. And I'm gonna be doing a live stream when we're signing the comic books once we get them printed, and then we get them ready to mail out. So I'm gonna do a live stream with you guys when that happens. That way, the whole process you guys could see from start to finish. And I will also have that as part of the documentary. And so that will get my filmmaker, like JD was saying, my filmmaking scratch itch, because it's been a while since I've done any film editing, basically, or episodes. I don't know if you guys remember when I was trying to live stream at the cabin. It was so bad. Yeah, there's no way it would have worked out. So I see what you're saying, Ms. Mark. I think at first it might feel like it's a lot of pressure, but at the same time, I mean, you can always dress up as Bob Ross and just take the edge off yourself, and it breaks the ice, I guess, in a way. Yeah, I get through 7 signatures. Yeah, well, maybe you guys. I might have to sign 1,000 books, all said. And I'll probably have you guys a part of it, and then it's like, okay, we gotta get to work, you guys. I can't just sit here and just laugh my butt off and not help them with packing the boxes and stuff. So I'm so happy I found an awesome t-shirt printer locally, and I'm gonna have them screen printed, and I picked out the shirts and everything, and I'm just like, this is gonna be fashion forward. You guys are gonna love it. Yeah, you're right, Robert. Signing 1,000 copies of my book, great problem to have. Great, great, great. Except if I have to draw, then I wouldn't be able to draw. Because we have sketch covers too. It's funny, when I'm at conventions, it was with like Frank and Aspen and stuff, and I would have to sign either a bunch of books or prints, and he would lay them out for me on the table, and I would just go and sign everything, and it would be so much fun. And then the pen would run out, but yeah, it's just the sound it makes, and then the assembly line. It's just like, I miss those days. Oh, sweet, Brian! I didn't know that. That's awesome. That's nice to have a human being doing that kind of stuff, you know? I don't want to go overboard with her bangs yet in case I don't want to flatten her hair out. So I'm just going to leave it kind of highlighted for now. And then I'll go back in. Maybe finish it later. Sketch by, art by Mark. Hello. We're still missing Vince, you guys. What's going on with Vince? He's going to show up in the last 2 seconds again. Oh, Robert. Yeah, who's gonna make number 300? Should there be a special 300? Well, I don't know if I should say this, but on the back end it shows that there's more than 300 already, so it's a little late on the front end. Or else I would have said, hey, let's see who gets to the 300 mark, and then we could, you know, put confetti out or something. So there's already 305-ish or something. I don't know. Wait, did I miss something? Oh, I see what you're saying. On top of the maybe 1,000 books I have to sign, and they're all like variations, you know, of the books. So it's so some people got, you know, like variant covers. I'm gonna have to sign the prints as well, and that's not including all the unlocks that haven't happened yet. So I know Vince likes to make the grand entrance. And right when we talk about him is when he shows up too. Okay, don't like that. Don't like that. Yeah, basically. I'm skipping around right now. You know, I should probably ink Garrus's face. He looks funny right now. Michael White. That's not a bad idea. Wait a minute. No, that is a bad idea. My thumbprint would be all over the artwork. There we go. Garrus now has eyes. P-Cruise, I bounce around. I mean, I tried to go from start to finish, but then sometimes you know that there's like a hard page that you have to draw. I sometimes start with those first. Yeah, I know, JD. Yep. How does he look? There you go. It's funny, I use the camera for like because when I'm looking at the actual piece itself, it's too close to my face, my eyes, and so when I look on the camera, I could kind of see the shapes a lot better and further away. Yeah, I would do that too, but guess what, Dave? I'm lazy. And you guys would see me going up, back, back down. I don't know. Let's use a pen on his chin because this could go south pretty fast. Here we go. That's a little bit better. Some detail. I would show you guys the Cloud and Sephiroth piece, but you know what, why not? I'm not done with it yet, but you could see what I did during Halloween, or the sketches I did, but this is basically a little under halfway done. So you can see that Bobby Ross didn't completely stop me from finishing this piece, or you know, I'm still working on it, but this is what I have so far. And gonna add some ink to it, and it should be ready to go pretty soon. And then Stephanie could get her commission. Thank you so much, Pine. So Bobby didn't completely stop me from getting that piece at least somewhere close to done. Cool manga, yes. Final Fantasy is awesome. You should see all my Final Fantasy art books that I have on my bookshelf. Thank you so much, Sketch Art by Mark. It says Bob Sephiroth. Sephiroth. Remember, I couldn't say his name because I had a beard on. So, thank you so much, TM. Oh yeah, I was using a pen. What was I doing? like a little fang. It's too, no, Oh, here we go. Time to get all nervous doing faces. Even a cat's face. Dude, I'm just gonna, yep, whatever. You're not supposed to see his features anyways, right? I'll just fix it later. Oh my gosh. Michael White, probably. This works. Whatever. Whatever. I could get away with not having his mouth or his nose, because if you see a lot of the drawings I do of him, all you see is his yellow eyes and that's it. So he doesn't need a mouth. At least not yet. Well, we'll see. Okay, I'm gonna pencil in his wings a little more. I know Dave Thomas, I should just pull out the whiteout now. I didn't want to though. I wanted to do it right, but it did not work out for me. Oh, it's okay. Yeah, we'll see. We'll see. We got a lot left to ink, like the motorcycle, the background. Yep. So trust the process. I'm the cat whisperer. When in doubt, black it out. I know. Then the whole thing would be blacked out completely. Oh, okay. Unlocked an autographed trading card would be cool, as an illustration of the main character on that card. Draw 10, so that is a good idea for... Man, wouldn't that be nice? I mean, the next stretch goal is a stretch. I mean, I'm trying so hard to get the book out there, and it's just like, imagine having to try twice as hard to break through the noise, and it's like, man, that would be awesome to get to the next stretch goal. And then we'll have, at some point it's going to be a hardcover and more pages. So. And like we said, the joke is, it's not really a joke. Yeah, actually it is a joke. If we get to $1 million, we could have a hoverboard. Frank, not yet. So I'm actually gonna be the main person setting up the Discord, and it didn't look that hard this time around. It's pretty self-explanatory, but with the Kickstarter happening right now, I mean, I think when it winds down, I probably have more time to finish it, or I could just hire someone to put it together. But I'm a little paranoid about the security, so I'm probably just gonna set it up myself. It's been a minute, but it shouldn't be too bad. So that will happen probably another couple weeks, just because the Kickstarter is I'm still doing a bunch of podcasts and stuff, so I haven't had time to finish that yet. But rest assured, there will be a special color for everybody that's on the Kickstarter, that backs the Kickstarter. And yeah. Oh, hey, that's a cool idea. Yeah, almost 30 down, 48, 10. Thank you, TM. Yeah, I know, it's amazing. Dave Thomas, I love trading cards. That's why we have our own. And you know what's a crazy thing to print was the magnets. I was like, dang, okay. So we have two different types of magnets. One is the free unlock that's you see it at the top of Aya, the one that I colored a few weeks ago, of her on the motorcycle. And I have a few other things planned. Hopefully we could get to those things, but a lot of fun. And I think the most important thing was to get you guys a really good, like, interior meat of the story in the sketchbook and, you know, stuff like that, because the sketchbook was actually one of the more popular add-on, and the artist tier was actually one of the biggest chunks right now of the Kickstarter, is the one with the black and white edition and the sketchbook. Okay, is that true, Frank? Okay, I was a little paranoid about the security, because the last time I had Discord was like 3-4 years ago maybe, and I didn't get very far with it, so I kind of have to relearn everything, and someone else set it up, so. But I watched a refresher tutorial to see how to do it, and it didn't look too bad. It was pretty easy. It's like setting up an old, one of those old forums, you know, the PHBB forums back in the day. Like that. Where's 0.3? P. Cruz, I know a few printers that would be really good for printing trading cards. They're called Comics Wellspring, and they do trading cards as well. They do print comics and comic books and trading cards. So, Comics Wellspring with an X. So. Oh, thank you so much, Sketch Art by Mark. Yeah, because I wanted to make sure the Kickstarter was kind of artist friendly and something I would want if I wanted to back a Kickstarter, so that was kind of like a no-brainer for me. If you back the black and white edition and it also says cover A, are those two separate items, or is that just a cover A and black and white edition? Ms. Mark, you did ask me that, and you know, it's a good, I didn't think to do that, but I think it was a great idea to, if you back the black and white edition, you would also get the black and white digital version of the book as well. So that makes perfect sense to me. Yeah, so I can't go back. I can't go in and change. See, the problem with like once you have a tier, I can't, and people back it, I can't go in there and change the description and stuff, and so I've been locked out of that. So the only way for you to know updates is if I email it to everybody, and there's the comment section on Kickstarter. I've been posting every few days or so some updates. But once I unlock the next, what do you call it? The free item, the unlock item, then I'm going to send an email, because I didn't want to bombard you guys with messages or emails consistently. So at least for the time being, I'll send out an email probably next week with all the little things that you were asking me, some updates and some clarifications, and so that way, that way you guys know what's going on and stuff like that. And another thing was people. It said that every people who got the commission would also get like the 4 covers, and when they went to look at it, they didn't see it. So I'm gonna have to manually go in there, and I made notes of who backs those tiers, and then have to just put it in there. So you guys get some stuff, get 4 covers, A, B, and C, and D. So, and that's what's nice about doing these live streams right now is you guys could ask me questions directly in case you didn't see any of the comments and stuff like that in the Kickstarter. Thank you so much, Miss Mark. Can I just get them back? I think. Oh, I see what you're saying. So you think that there should have been just one tier with just a black and white version? Oh, thank you so much, JD. Yeah, his helmet's my favorite thing to draw. His military helmet with a goldfish and a anglerfish. I'm getting brave today, you guys. I'm drawing faces. Black. Yeah, well, I have their personality ingrained in my mind from the real cats, so they're not hard to draw, and they definitely have an inherent personality. I gave Garrus a nose or a shine, so. Oh, thank you so much, Rick Garcia. I really appreciate it. You know, and for a while there, I didn't know what everybody else was going to think of it besides us here in the chat. It's not until I did a bunch of podcasts and they're going through my Kickstarter with me that I'm like seeing real-time reaction to what people say, and the thing that everybody noticed was the colors, and I never thought it was anything strange, not strange, but different in a way, because I'm so used to seeing like Cyberpunk 2077 and the TV show and stuff, and then some of the art books that I have, they're very bright colors, so I was like, oh yeah, this is how Tokyo is. It's super colorful. So it's not until I did the podcast where everybody's asking about the coloring, and I was like, oh wow, okay. So I really dig that, because it makes it fun to work on. Imagine if people didn't like the colors. It was like, shoot, well, I'm stuck with a really colorful book right now. Because I think also Lola was a very mostly monochromatic and muted tones, because it was a post-apocalyptic book. So I think I was itching to color some really bright things, colorful things instead. I don't need a hero. I realized I was holding my breath while you were inking. Wait, were you really? I probably do that too, and not realize it. JD, that's funny. There are shadows for sure. I just wouldn't recommend him walking down the middle of the street or up in the sky. Yeah, reflective Batman. Huh. Thank you so much, Cleaver. Yeah, it's just more fun for me to do this. I just wanted something different, Poppy and I was gonna dress up as Bobby Ross right before we finished the live stream, but the problem is if I put my beard on or whatever, I have a dinner reservation. I don't know if I could clean the beard off, you guys, fast enough. So I'd have to go to the restaurant with a beard. Oh, thank you so much, Rick. It's fun. That's what it comes down to. Because if I had to draw something over and over again or be on a project for a long time, I have to make sure, especially if it's my own, that I really enjoy it. Otherwise, it could get pretty brutal. Because I have to color and ink and all that stuff myself. So. I know, Cleaver. I thought about it. Like, I guess I could have done that on Halloween, just left the costume on, but it was cold, and the place that I was going to would probably they would probably look at me funny, even though it was Halloween. Yeah. Cleaver. It's funny. It's fun. Actually, it's not funny. I didn't get to watch The Dark Knight Rises for a long time, and finally I got to watch it, and yeah, it was a great movie. I mean, I watched Batman Begins literally 20 times at least. I saw it in theaters 4 times at least, and then when I bought the DVD and Blu-ray, it was like, you know, it's one of my favorite movies actually. Batman Begins was. Because I think for the time that it came out, it was different, and I appreciated it. But then I also appreciated Iron Man when that first came out. It was very different in tone than Batman. So. I think it's because I wasn't talking that loud, or did it cut out again, you guys? Like, it's done that a few times. JD, that's funny. Yeah, I know. It's crazy, right? I mean, imagine how Christian Bale felt when he was wearing that costume. I was probably talking really quiet, like Bob Ross. Detective Buckets, yeah, I agree. I think so. I think it definitely kicked it off. I enjoyed it. I was having so much fun watching these movies. There's a sense of pride and joy in seeing that stuff, you know, on the big screen, and the amount of, because they took it seriously, like the art form. So, love those days. Thank you so much, Richard. Should we get to the wheels and see how I do? Because I don't have a circle template big enough for it, so I'm going to have to do it by hand. Then if I'm nervous, it's going to look funky. So. Okay, so for this one, we're going to use my favorite Menzo brush. So we're gonna go with this brush right now for that wheel, front wheel. We'll see. I know, it's not funny. Michael White. Do you know some bigger but thin chisel tip ink markers like 5mm? Okay, I got a small one, so let me show you what I have. Oh, awesome. Gene Bond. I don't know if I've seen them before. Maybe I have. Let's see. Medium, which is small. It should be CL. Oh, here we go. Found it. So I don't know what size this is, but so this is the chisels that I have. I have a small, medium, and large chisel point. So yeah, Peter, I do have one of everything, which is sad, isn't it? Too much. So here's my large chisel tip. You know what? This one might be really good for the wheels. So I'm not gonna use. Wait, did I put ink on it already? No. I'm gonna put this away. I don't want to damage this sketch because I might do something with it. So I'll take this out. You can do it. I'm wondering if I should just say F it and just ink it with a brush and this chisel tip just to see which one works. And if it looks funny, then it looks funny. I'll just cover it with a shadow. That's how I cover my mistakes. Just black it out, right? I think the medium might be better for this because this is too dark. So it's gonna make me very not confident. Oh, okay. So the brand is Bianyo Sketch Liner. So it's B. This is coming off. B-I. If you want to screen grab that, you'll see it's BIANYO Sketch Liner. So you should be able to get this on Amazon. There you go. Okay, let's do it with the brush, you guys. Let's go. See how this looks. I'm gonna be brave. Oh, Michael White's leaving. Good night, Michael. Thank you for hanging out with us again. See me in a few weeks. Where are you gonna be next week? Okay, good night, Vine. Thank you for hanging out with us. Oh, wow, it's already 3:59. I'm going to be leaving pretty soon, too, so goodbye to you guys that are leaving. So I'm going to start wrapping it up now. I'm going to try to do a little bit of the wheel, and then I have to run to the reservation, so. Okay. Trevor, perfection. So far, we didn't screw up completely. I'm gonna have to stand up for this part just because my paper is going to get in the way. So. Don't overthink it. Don't overthink it. Don't overthink it. Just go for it. Yeah, I got a happy little tree. Ooh. Happy little wheels. Happy big wheel. Happy big wheel. Yeah. Whew, I can breathe now. You guys hold your breath too. And there's gonna be shadows and stuff, so I'm not super worried about that. Hey, pat on the back. I think that's a good place to end it on. Not going overboard. Watch me mess it up when I'm off camera and it's just completely out of control. Okay. Trees, trees, more trees. One of these days I have to paint trees for sure. I love painting trees. Vegetation and flowers and happy little clouds. All right, we did okay. You know, I didn't think I was gonna get to the motorcycle or even her, but I have to actually get this piece ready for the Kickstarter. So I may try to stream one more time, but I may be in such a rush to get it done that I won't be able to. But I'll definitely show it to you guys next week when I'm back on. So I'm gonna say goodbye to everybody that's still here, and I will see you guys next week for sure. If you need to contact me, please leave a comment below, or on the Kickstarter comments would be great, actually. Ms. Mark will have a great dinner. Me too. I'm going to say goodbye to everybody so far. Goodbye to JD, Peter, TM, Cleaver, Detective Buckets, Mr. Rolling on the floor, laughing, mile guy. Love your name so much. Elijah. Who else do we have? Draw Tinsel, yes. Sketch art by Mark, yes. Goodbye to you too. Trevor. Freehanding ellipses, you are Raven, and you guys make me braver. Rick Garcia. You have a good evening as well. I mean, or a good day. So I will see you guys next week. Michael Richardson. Doodly Dawn. Have a good Saturday, you guys. I had a lot of fun again. I was gonna have Bobby make an appearance, but that did not happen. So, okay, you guys. I will see you next week. So.